So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The pitch goes to Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Now Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ryan Anderson. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now let's go.
On 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Handoff to Barkley, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. The face mask moves them all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Jackson to throw on third down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Matt Ioannidis in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. To throw is Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's a big league run. Takes him down inside the 5-yard line, and momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space. But I will go in on a little bit of a secret. Those guys like it in tight, too, because they get matched up and they get to show just how stout they are in a tough situation. They're recommending they run it again.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. And he comes back with 1 complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now let's go. Boo, landing.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the...